Yes, Salim.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. My question is, how do you rid yourself of negative emotions that come from past experiences in your life?
Good, that's a very good question. How do you get rid of the negative influences of your past experiences?
Yes.
Everything that you are trying to learn, there's always a teacher. You see?
Yes.
So even in learning how to deal with bad experiences in the past, you have to have a teacher. Because this concerns maybe not maybe, it concerns your psychology, it concerns your spirit. Now with that, you have to find a spiritual teacher. If it concerns traumas of the body, you're going to go to a doctor, another person with knowledge, another teacher, so to speak. He's going to say like this, and you're going to try to fix things. You're going to try to do things, or you're going to try to stop doing certain things in order to get better. Correct?
Yes.
Now, if it concerns you now, especially your psychology, your spirit, then you've got to find a teacher. First, you've got to find a teacher. By yourself, it may not work so well. As one of the great saints in Islam said, Mawlana Rumi is saying, if you don't have a guide, a journey that is supposed to take you, let's say, 3 days, it's going to take you 300 years. Let's say. You'll still reach it some way, somehow, but it's going to take you a long time. You're going to lose so much. So when you find a teacher, then you start what they say, processing things properly, according to the spiritual way. Not really according to therapists, they do that. After a while, they say, just take this drug, take that drug. Okay? You are a case study. They don't really care about you. If they care about you, they're not going to charge anything. Right? But it is a business. Once there is a business that is there, money that is involved, it's corruptible. So now you find a sheikh. I have things in my past. I find a sheikh. What is my intention? I want to not only get rid of the bad feelings that I have, but to try to understand it. To ask for forgiveness and freedom from all those things. And the sheikh then, first, he's going to turn around and he's going to say, first, know that you, your past, your present, your future, you have been created by a creator, by Allah. Remember Him. Start having a close relationship with Him, with His beloved ones, with the Prophet, with the saints. Have that first. Have that spiritual bond first. Try. Then you try to connect with the sheikh to have that spiritual bond with the sheikh. Then you try to connect with the jamaat to have a spiritual bond with that jamaat. First, that is the foundation. Okay? That is the foundation. Then slowly, you're going to understand, all the things that has happened to me, either you're going to say, I'm at fault, or other people are at fault. Sometimes a bit both, but usually these days you say, I'm not at fault, everyone's a victim, somebody else did it to them. Let's say this. Now being with the sheikh a little bit more, we understand now so many things also happening to us. Not everything, but a lot of things that happen to us. Maybe we are partly responsible for it. Right? We are partly responsible. I'm not saying everything, of course. Then you start processing it. I'm partly responsible. Then you start thinking, you start going back. You start opening those pages. You start observing. Not just feeling. You understand? But you have to have that foundation. You have to have that spiritual support also to teach you how to now, if you are trying to bond with your Lord, and you're saying, Astaghfirullah, help me. I want to return to you. I want to leave everything behind. I want to leave myself behind. I want to return to you. Then the support will come to your heart. Then you'll say, I cannot let go because of this. Let me look at it. What is chaining me there? I'm not just going to try to run and for the chain to pull back for it to hurt me, I'm actually going to stop running and just observe. Then you start turning the page and say, okay, this is this, this is this, this is this. What I can help, what I cannot help. Where is my fault, where is not my fault. Where I can let go, where I cannot let go. Where I can forgive, where I cannot forgive. But Allah says, try to forgive. Then you start understanding that other people also have gone through. Like you, how did they come out of it? Other people have gone through worse than you. Saints and prophets have gone through worse than you. How did they? What is it that is giving them that power to understand? Now, all these things, not just understanding, but now the so-called, it's good you didn't use the word trauma. You didn't run to any catchphrases. Because when you use a catchphrase, it flattens out every, let's say, detail, every nuance, because everything is different. Yeah. Nowadays, Shafi'i used to say this for decades. If they say you're quiet, they say you're depressed. Now, every time someone is feeling sad, they say depressed. Sadness is different. Depression is different. Being excited about something, being nervous about something is different. To have anxiety is different. People used to use the word anxious. I'm anxious. But anxious is different from anxiety. Now everything that we don't like, it becomes a science-backed fact. You understand? Something that is negative, it becomes that. Suddenly it becomes that. And then when you use words like anxiety, suddenly you have a whole battery of doctors and studies and medicines and videos and this and that because you use that word. So now try to use your words carefully to really describe what it is that is going on. So you did not choose that word. I know this. That's very intelligent. So now they'll teach you. They say, think why it happened, how it happened. So this is the surgery that you are going to do on yourself. Then you will understand. You will take lesson from it. You will take wisdom from it. You will understand how, in so many ways, it leads you to haqq, to truth, to Allah. And that is a time when even if you do wrong things, doesn't mean somebody does something to you is trauma, but you do something to yourself is not this. Then you realize because you're running back to your Lord and you're asking and you're holding tightly to His friends, to the awliya Allah, to try to do this, that wrong action suddenly seems as if it is there for a purpose. It becomes a right action. And because you take lesson from it and you understand it, you observe it, you understand it, you are able now to connect to someone who has gone through that. And you're able to help, just to share. And you found a way out, and then you say, this is what is taught to me. I don't know, maybe you find it useful. You're not trying to force anyone, because it is discovery, yes? So, and then you speak. Then that one will learn, and he will benefit, and you will be blessed, you'll be rewarded, although the things that you did in the past is something that's completely against what Allah wants. But because of your sincerity, looking for Allah and holding on. We're just explaining the ayat of Allah. You understand? So when you return to your Lord, nothing is wasted. Nothing. Everything that you've experienced, especially all the wrong things, it is there. Allah turns it. Don't cop out and say, well, if I didn't do all those wrong things, I wouldn't be here now. No. If you don't do all those wrong things, you'll probably be here years ago. Not you, I'm talking about me, I'm talking about everyone else, you understand? But all of that, because even in that confusion, Allah is not forgetting us. and is still pulling us, and we managed to come out of that confusion to seek Him, and now we can go back. And then Allah in His mercy, He's turning all those bad things to be useful, to have wisdom, to have a use. And now you can share. Then it doesn't stop, it keeps growing. Right? Mm-hmm. For that you need a share, slowly. It'll take some time. Sometimes no discussion, sometimes a lot of discussion, sometimes some words, sometimes it's not. These things, so many times, it's not going to be through too much talking also. I think you realize, you pray, it opens. All right?
Thank you, Sheikh.
Inshallah. May it be easy, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.